Listen, when I say I learned my lesson last week, I learned my lesson last week. I marked up too many pairs. I was doing too much. I want to be able to mark up all 28 pairs. I do. But right now, as it stands, I don't have the time nor the mental capacity or the patience. I'm a mom of two. Okay, I work a full-time job. I don't have it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick 1 or 2 pairs from the Wheel of Death, and we're going to go to the charts and we're going to mark them up. And then by the end of the week, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you the status of what these particular pairs that we chose from the Wheel of Death did. And then on Friday, we're going to come back and we're going to mark up new pairs. And we're going to do the same thing every week. Every week. Every week. Why? Because I myself want to get to learn and know these pairs like the back of my hand. But I don't necessarily have to do it all at one time. If I split it up in the bite-sized chunks, then I can learn it that way better. Okay, here are the rules. Number 1. Out of the pairs that I'm going to choose, which we don't know yet, gold has to be somewhere in this list. Why does gold have to be somewhere in this list? I'll tell you. These past 2 weeks alone have shown me that, number 1, I don't know these pairs like I need to know them. I don't know them like I thought I knew them. And because of that, I need to have something in my arsenal that I've used time and time again that I know 9 times out of 10 will give me what I need in terms of pips and money, so that if one of these other pairs fail like they have in the past 2 weeks, then I'm okay. So gold has to be in this list. It has to be. No questions asked, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Plus, someone in my Discord came to me and they said, hey, if someone put a gun to your head and they asked you if you could only trade one pair, what would that pair be? You couldn't trade anything else, what would that pair be? I hands down said gold. And from that answer, they said to me, why don't you just mark up gold? And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because I'm trying to focus on trading regular pairs for other people that don't know how to trade gold yet, as well as learning for myself. So that is one of the reasons why I'm choosing to add gold into this list. It has to be in this list, because if all else fails, gold will always give me something. If I can't find a setup on, let's say, an AUD CAD, like last week, it was trash. It's still trash. It still costing me money to this day. Right now, I'm still in it. AUD CAD, garbage. Gold, if I were in it, I'd be getting paid right now. So gold has to be in this list. Number 2, when we spin the Wheel of Death, whatever pair or pair sets or pair endings that it comes up with, that is going to be the only pair or pairs that we're going to trade for that week. And by the end of the week, if I have not made a video talking about those pairs, we're going to recap the pairs in the analysis video, because come Saturday, we reset. Now that we have everything together, let's go to the Wheel of Death and see what our fate is. I'm scared. Okay, here's the Wheel of Death. I've already placed the pair endings in there, or the pair quotes in there. Before I hit record, I started to shuffle it so that I don't get the same things that I did before, because normally when I would test it out, I would get the pair that I didn't like the most, which is CHF, and it just would make me cringe. We're going to shuffle this up a little bit, like some cards or something, and we're going to, can I hide this? And here we go. Okay, so our first one is JPY. All right, I'm going to remove that one, and we're going to hit it one more time. Please don't give me the one I don't like. Please don't give me the one I don't like. Okay, AUD. All right. So this week we are trading pairs that end in AUD and JPY. Let me go get the chart set up, and I'll see you in a second. Okay. I've done a little bit of housekeeping. I've taken away some lists that were there that aren't there now. And what I've done is I've basically put each pair ending in its own little category, if you will. Now, if you're not aware, on TradingView, I wish they would give you more flags. I really, really, really do, because I need more flags. I need at least 2 or 3 more flags. So if you click to the right here, you right click, you get these little flags. And there are about, 7 of them here. I need about 10 actually. What I've done is I've taken every pair ending and I've put them in a section, and then I've color coded them with a flag. Here's where the problem is. AUD only has 2 pairs in the set. JPY, however, has more than that. I believe it has like 7. So what I will not do is try to find a setup for all of these pairs. That's not happening because that's not fair. So what I will do is pick a pair set, and out of that set, we'll pick a setup out of that set. In my mind, I'm thinking that if we have a setup for GBP AUD and Euro AUD, that we should have one for AUD and NZD. But that would be like negative correlation, actually, since we have the ending of AUD. So I'm going to just do it the way that I initially wanted to do it, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go weekly. The gap hasn't been formed yet on here, so okay. And what I'm looking for is a gap that price can reach into. Now, I see a gap here, but I think we can do a little bit better. And what I've done here is, if you click here and you come down here to interval, when you click a time frame, it'll switch both of them at the same time. Now, sometimes I don't want that to happen, so I'll undo it. So you might see me go back and forth between clicking it on and clicking it off. But for the most part, when I'm going through the time frames and I want them to be simultaneous, that is what you'll see me do. On Euro AUD, this is our draw right here. I don't know why I made it so big. I should make it smaller. But we're on the daily. This is our gap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down to the 1 hour. And this is a hot mess. This is a hot mess. And I hate to keep saying it like that, but it is. So this is what I'm seeing in terms of where price is currently. Price is in this gap. Our goal is to get to this external draw up there. This is an hourly gap, so what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the 5 minute once we mark it up. This is horrible. This is horrible. Okay, and I could be wrong, but this is what I see. So if price comes here, which it more than likely will do once market opens, and closes here, and then we shoot for a 1 and 2, which is easily obtainable. And then you can, once it hits there, you can just shoot for the rest of the move up there. No, we have more to go. This is why I hate the 5 minute, because there's so many candles. It gets on my nerves. And that is what I see for Euro AUD. Since Euro AUD gave the better setup, that is the one that I will be looking at for the week. All right, so for our last one, we have Euro JPY. No, I was a bit confused when it came to the charts. So we started off on the weekly, and as you can see, between Euro and GBP, there is quite a bit of consolidation. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like, we're in this box. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, we closed above here, came down, but there's no gap. So that made me just look to Euro even more. And basically I found a gap right here. So we're going down to the 4 hour. And this is a hot mess. This is a hot mess. me see. This is a hot mess. This is why I don't trade this pair. So you're on your way to your first draw, which is up here at 164, 176. I think price is going to shoot right up when market opens. This is not one of the trades that I'll be taking this week. And then I have it marked off to your second draw and then your last draw, your third draw. You have a total of like 4 draws actually. But this pair is just, it's ridiculously choppy. Ridiculously choppy. And I don't see, I don't understand who trades it. I don't understand it. Right now I don't understand it. So right now my bias for GBP JPY, or I'm sorry, Euro JPY is bullish on the weekly. And you have into this external draw, which you may or may not get to, but if you do get to it, it's 175,437, and your overall pips are going to be for a whopping 1,400 pips. So if you can figure out a way to get into this and hold the whole move, you're set. I, however, will not be trying in the least bit to get into this move because it is so choppy. This is not, And yeah, that is my bias for Euro JPY. Well, if Orange Man doesn't do anything silly. So let's do gold. All right, gold is bullish. It's just bullish. But the whole point is to catch a retracement. So as I was looking on the higher time frame, monthly, bullish, weekly, bullish. We made a retracement into this gap right here. Went bullish just Friday. During London session, I saw it. I just didn't want to get in it. Daily, came down into this gap right here, bullish. So I'm just going through every time frame to see where price has the potential to retrace back into. Now, I see these two gaps right here. This gap right here and this gap right here on the 4 hour. Now I'm trying to see where price is going to stop and start to retrace so we can catch the move down, or we can see if we can catch a ride back up between this gap and this gap. So I'm going down to the 15-minute because I went down to the hourly, and I don't see a gap in the hourly either that hasn't been mitigated or tapped into. So on the 15-minute, I see that there's liquidity down here at this gap, which in my mind tells me I am somewhat correct. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for price to take out this high because I need a bullish high before a bearish move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this as my external draw. 15-minute. I'm going to set an alert as well so that I will know when price hits this, because when the market opens it might just shoot up and create another high, but I still would like to know when it hits this line. When my session opens on Sunday or Monday, I'm going to be looking for that retracement down so I can either catch it or wait for price to come down here. So if I'm going to wait, I'm going to place an alert right here by this liquidity right here, and I'm going to say that price has tagged a 4-hour internal range liquidity. Then I will wait until price digs a little bit deeper into this gap, taking out more liquidity, right, like here and here. And then I'll wait for the turnaround. And that is what I see. So, but it'll be on the 15-minute just like we are here. So 4 hour, you can watch it from the 4 hour and just wait for it to come down, which it will. Either come down into this gap or this gap. More than likely it'll come into this gap. But if you want, you can set an alert for this gap as well, just in case something silly happens. And then say something here as well. And I'll say every time, just in case I miss it. And there's that. So that's what I'm waiting on for gold. I'm waiting on gold to come into this internal range liquidity so that I can catch the continuation up here, or even past here if price goes higher before it retraces. If I can, I will try and catch the move down. But if not, hey, as long as we can catch some type of movement, whether it be the continuation or the reversal, if we can catch both, that's awesome. But if not, I'd rather catch the continuation over the reversal, because the reversal will have you all messed up. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for in terms of gold, Euro AUD, and or Euro JPY. I will not be trading Euro JPY, so just be on, if you do trade that, just be on the lookout for it to be bullish. Euro AUD, I may or may not. But I know for sure that when gold comes down into this gap, I'll be trading gold. Or if I can catch a reversal, listen, I'm going to be all over it. All of the accounts that I'm trading on, I'm going to be all over it. So, all right. So that has been my analysis for those 3 pairs. Sorry if it was long-winded. I wanted to make sure that I did it somewhat justice. So if you have any questions, you guys can come on over into the Discord. Y'all guys can come over into the Discord. Click the link in the description box below and in the pinned comment, because it's going to be in there. And come say hey, come ask your questions, come, be a part. I'll be posting all of these things in there for the week. And I look forward to the recap and the next markup next week. So you guys are blessed. Take care. Toodles.